now moving on to our last segment of the day, which is our Week 12 picks, guys. This year we've been looking really good, y'all. Me 105 and 58 on the year, Rail 97 and 62 on the year, knocking on 100, and then Jerrick 113 and 50 on the year. You can trust your picks with us. All right, so now let's get into it on Week 12. Starting off on Thursday Night Football, we got the Bills and the Texans. Rail, who you got?
I'm gonna go with the Bills. I think the Texans been able to go 2-0 with Davis Mills. I don't think they'll be able to do that with going against Josh Allen.
Jerrick.
Yeah, a big part of them going 3-0 has been the fact that Davis Mills hasn't been under any pressure because they've gone against teams who their defense can shut down. Their defense can make it hard for these other teams. I think Josh Allen has the ability to put some points on the board, which is going to cause some pressure on Davis Mills' part. So I do think that Buffalo will come away with this win.
What is more likely to happen? The Texans making the playoffs or the Bills win their division? I'm going with the Bills win their division. And if you want to win your division, you got to take care of games like this against teams that aren't that great in order to catch up to the Patriots. So this is really a must-win game for the Bills, who's trying to regain that AFC East and get home field advantage throughout the playoffs. All right. Next up at 12 o'clock on Sunday, we got the Steelers and the Bears in Chi-Town. Rail, who you got?
I got the Bears. 9 times out of 10, Mason Rudolph's going to be starting this week. I'm not putting my faith in Mason Rudolph. And granted, being that defense hasn't been playing as good as they need to be playing to have a quarterback like Mason Rudolph playing. And on top of that, Mason Rudolph has never had to play with the offense this bad. For crying out loud, Pittsburgh's leading receiver is DK Metcalf with 500 yards. Their second leading receiver is Kenneth Gainwell with like 32 catches. And that is just ridiculous. So I'm going with the Bears. Their offense been playing really good. Ben Johnson's been calling plays, and they've been winning the close games. So I'm going with the Bears at Soldier Field. And on top of that, Pittsburgh has not won in Soldier Field since 1995, I want to say.
Yep.
That's facts. That's facts. Jerry, who you got?
Y'all know this once before. I'm not just solely biased. And, I like a part of me having this record that I have is because I don't put my feelings into these games. So I'm not going to put my feelings into this one. We don't know who's going to be starting. So as of right now, today, when y'all see this podcast, my pick will be the Chicago Bears. I don't have faith in Mason Rudolph to go out here and be a playoff type team. Yes, the Bears defense is not that good, but they are still a playoff team. And I think that like me depending on Mason Rudolph to counter Ben Johnson and Caleb Williams, like I understand that our defense has the potential and the ability to on any given Sunday, our defense can go out there and shut down any offense. They truly can. But I do think that not having a quarterback on the opposite side that can sustain drives, that can give our defense breaks, I think that Ben Johnson will be able to capitalize off of potentially Mason Rudolph having a four drive stretch of going 3 and out, and then our defense is tired, and Ben Johnson will be able to exploit that. So with Mason Rudolph starting, I'm going to pick the Chicago Bears.
All right, I'm going with Pittsburgh. All right, the Bears, y'all know I'm a Ben Johnson guy. I picked the Bears to go to the playoffs this year. But when I look at their schedule, they won 7 of their last 8 games, by the way. So I think they're kind of too hot, right? And they could drop this game at home against us. They also skated past the last couple of teams they played. The Bengals, that was a last second touchdown, right? The Giants, they barely beat. The Vikings, they barely beat, right? So they've been getting away with murder over the past couple of weeks. But looking at their win column, I don't really see a lot of wins that makes me scared as a Steelers fan. I mean, they beat the Cowboys, they beaten the Raiders, they beaten the Commanders. Mind you, they beat the Raiders by 1 point, the Commanders by 1 point, right? They beat the Saints, they beat the Bengals, the Giants, the Vikings. Like their losses have come to the Lions, they've come to the Vikings, they come to the Ravens without Lamar Jackson. Like this team is gettable. Right, and I'm banking on the Steelers who understand the position that we're in. We need to win games to close off the division. So I think we can definitely get the job done on the road in Chicago. Like Real said, we have not won there since 1995. But I do believe that we have a defense that can give Caleb a bad day, and Caleb makes questionable decisions sometimes, and we can make him pay for it in this game in Chi-Town. I'm going with Pittsburgh. All right, next up we got the Patriots and the Bengals. Real, who you got?
I'm going with the Patriots.
Simple. No Jamar Chase. Simple. Jerrick.
Even with Jamar Chase, Patriots.
Even with Jamar Chase, we got the Patriots, and I'm going with the Patriots as well. Not much to. And the thing is, real quick, I've been banking on the Patriots to drop a game because they've been like stupid hot. You think the Bears been hot? This team has been very hot, and I've been banking on them dropping a game here and there, but they haven't. And you know what that leads to good coaching. You got Josh McDaniels as the OC, who's been under Bill Belichick. You got Mike Vrabel, who played under Bill Belichick, who looked good in Tennessee. Now he's looking even better in New England. This team is taking care of business against the bad teams. One reason why I picked this team to go in the playoffs is because they had like the second or third easiest schedule in the league this year. They're taking care of the bad teams, so they can take care of the Bengals for sure, especially without Jamar Chase. All right, next up we got the Giants and the Lions. Real, who you got?
Lions.
Simple. Cheer.
And they got to go to the Lions then.
Yeah, facts. They do gotta go to the Lions. Then I highly advise that y'all take the spread in this game. This can be one of them blowout games that the Lions do every now and then, especially at home against a team that might be led by Jameis Winston this upcoming weekend. So I'm definitely going with Detroit. All right. Next up, we got the Packers and the Vikings divisional matchup. Real, who you got?
Packers. I feel like this is a must-win game. The NFC getting tighter than ever. You can't lose this game, especially with the two games you dropped earlier against the Panthers and the Cardinals earlier this year.
Jerrick.
Yeah, I have the Packers. They're gonna win this one. Simple. I'm not like JJ McCarthy. I hope what you said about next year he's gonna turn it up and he's gonna be one of your guys. I hope that's the case because I feel bad for Justin Jefferson. I really do. Like that like he's the best wide receiver in the league and he can't show it because of his quarterback.
I called this guy. I told y'all the JJ McCarthy hype from the Minnesota Vikings fan base and from the NFL media had to be like it needs to be studied because what he did in college is not impressive. So I knew it would take him a year to get it right. Next year he'll be just fine, but this year he won't. I do advise you to take the spread in this game. For the Vikings, I think it's like 6 or 7, something like that. I would do it plus 8.5 with the Vikings on this one. The Packers can't blow out anybody, and especially in the division, we just saw the Vikings beat the Lions a couple weeks ago with JJ McCarthy at quarterback, right? So the Vikings can pull this off. I'm going with the Packers, but the Vikings can definitely keep it close. So I would highly advise you do the Vikings spread in this game. All right, next up we got the Seahawks and the Titans. Real, who you got?
Seahawks.
Simple. Jerrick.
Yeah, this is my money line. I got the Seahawks.
Yeah, I got the Seahawks too. I don't know why. I'm getting a little itch that this could be an upset, but I don't know why. Don't tell me why. Don't try to guess why. Don't ask me why. But I got a little itch, but I'm not enough of an itch to pick this team to win. I'm going with the Seahawks. All right. Next up, we got the Colts and the Chiefs. Real, who you got?
I'm going with the Chiefs. It's a must-win game, 5-5. Right now they're out the playoffs, and the Colts. They just had a game in London 2 weeks ago. Then they just came off the bye. I think they're going to be a little bit lazy. Teams coming off the bye this week, they haven't been too good. I got the Chiefs winning for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm putting my money on 15. This is like I said earlier, they're gonna start playing desperate football now, and we've never seen this before. And I think that can be very dangerous and very scary. Like you said earlier, Daniel Jones has been playing his best football lately. So for him to have to go into Arrowhead with this game is gonna have very high intensity to it. I'm picking the Chiefs.
Yeah, the Chiefs have lost 2 straight games. I cannot see them losing 3 straight. I just can't. And like I said earlier, the home record is great. I think they'll take care of business against a Colts team that I think is fraudulent. All right, so I got the Chiefs at home. Next up, we got the Jets and the Ravens. Everybody on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Ravens. Hey, but just like you said, Bess, you said the Seahawks game, that one could be upset central, Seahawks and Titans. This one is another game I'll stay away from just because it could be upset central. Jets versus Ravens.
Real.
I'm being serious.
Really?
Just because it's not must win because like their division they're one game back out of the division. The Seahawks is not must win. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got you. All right, next up we got the Browns and the Raiders. Real, you got?
I got the Browns. Hopefully, perfect timing could make a perfect starting debut because one thing Dylan Gabriel wasn't able to do was really win games. So hopefully, Shadir, he got the perfect first start. I got him winning, and he got the perfect complement: a good run game and a great defense.
Jerrick?
Yeah, I have the Browns on this one. Yeah, I'm like I don't even know why are the Raiders favored. I don't get it. That makes no sense. The Raiders are buns. they have a Buns defense, a Buns offense. At least the Browns have a good defense. Like they're gonna shut down the Raiders offense. I don't get this one. Like, does Vegas think that Shador's gonna play that bad? Like,
Yeah,
sheesh. And even if he does play bad,
they
the
still
Browns
win.
still have a good enough defense
Yeah.
and they have a good enough run game. Sean Jenkins can have 120 rushing yards and 2 touchdowns, and they can win this game 17-6.
Yeah.
I'm going with the Browns. This is crazy.
Yeah. One piece of advice that I would give anybody: if you want a upset, then choose a game that's not really an upset. Because I don't see, you know what I'm saying? Like these are two bad teams going against each other. If the team that's not favored is even close to being good to the other bad team, then I would take it. So I have put my own money. I'm telling you right now, I put my own money on the Browns. I would never put money on the Browns, but I did this week because it's against the freaking Raiders. Like I am not concerned at all. I'm picking the Browns with full confidence. Shador can have a bad game, but I know that Browns defense. I saw what they did to Lamar Jackson last week, and I get it was a divisional game. But look what they can do to the Geno Smith led offense in the Raiders. We're going with the Browns. All right, next up we got the Jaguars and the Cardinals. Real, who you got?
That's gonna be a good game,
Oh,
but
it is. Mhm.
I'm gonna take the Jaguars.
Okay.
I think they just have a better quarterback and a little bit better offense and a little bit better defense.
Yep. I'm glad you said that though. That's gonna be a good game. I'm glad you said that, Jerrick. Who you got?
Yeah, I'm gonna go Jaguars, but like you said, it'll be a good game. And like honestly, like this is like y'all talked about the Titans beating the Seahawks or
Yeah.
uh, the Jets beating the Ravens. This is like this probably if there had to be a so-called upset of the week, this might end up being that one. But I'm gonna still go with the Jaguars. I do think they have a better team, and like you said, they slightly have better quarterback play. So and they're kind of hot right now, I guess. So I'm gonna go with the Jaguars.
I'm going with the Cardinals.
Oh,
The Jaguars to be 6-4 going against the Cardinals team that's 3-7 and they're only minus 170 tells me all I need to know. Vegas don't believe in Jacksonville, and neither do we, right? But I get it. Y'all are picking Jacksonville is the better team. But I believe they can lose any given week to anybody. And I think the Cardinals can definitely get the job done against the Jaguars team. So I'm going with the Cardinals against Jacksonville. Next up, we got the Eagles and the Cowboys. Guys, this is like becoming the talk of the town. I'm literally hearing Cowboy fans with full confidence saying they can take care of the Eagles. Like they're looking past the Eagles. They're looking to the like I heard somebody say, all we gotta do is win one of the Kansas City or Detroit games because we're gonna take care of the Eagles. What? Like what? What are we talking about? Give me a break. All right, I beat the Raiders for crying out loud. Real, who you got, man? Cowboys or Eagles?
I got the Eagles winning for sure, but the division game is always tricky. Like I wouldn't be
It is very
surprised.
true.
I wouldn't
That
be
is
surprised if they split.
that is very true. Divisional games, you're right. This year has been weird. You're right, Jared.
I have the Eagles. Yeah, we say division games are tricky, but like when you break down this matchup, the Eagles have a good, really, really good offense going against a bad defense. And then the Eagles, like their defense the first like 5 weeks, they weren't really that good, but they've got all their players back and they have momentum actually like playing together for this season. Their defense looks great. And they were able to stop the Lions and the Packers. I'm pretty sure they can stop Dak. Yes, 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 that offense looks great. Don't get me wrong. George Pickens looks great. CeeDee Lamb looks great. But no, like they just beat the Raiders. Did they not just lose to the Cardinals? Am I like
But,
yeah,
but,
I
but
know.
the hype is okay. We got Quentin Williams back. We got Quentin Williams in the trade. We got Overshown. We got Malik Hooker. We got Logan Wilson. They're saying the guys that came back for the Raiders game is going to just flip this defense for the rest of the year. That is the notion in Cowboy Nation and in the media that these guys coming back are just going to absolutely flip this defense. Get out of my face. Like I'm Eagles. Eagles, Eagles, Eagles. All right, in this game, like Real said, it is a divisional game, so there is a possibility, but there should not be confidence that the Cowboys can win. It should be just it's a divisional game. You never know. I'll accept that because I've seen it. I saw the Giants beat the Eagles this year, right? I've seen it. I've seen the Dolphins beat the Bills this year. We've seen it. We saw the Bengals beat the Steelers. Like it can happen, but don't go into this game with confidence thinking that y'all are just better than the Eagles. That's crazy word. All right, next up, we got another divisional matchup between the Falcons and the Saints. Real, first of all, tell me who you got and tell me is there money to be made with the Falcons being the underdog? Let me know.
Mm, this is gonna be a really good game. Because the Falcons are on like a 5-game losing streak.
Literally, yes.
Don't have their first round pick, so every game is just a very desperate game. New
Yep.
Orleans, it's tankathon over there, but they got their rookie quarterback who's trying to capitalize off his first win. I got the Atlanta Falcons winning. Even though it's in Atlanta, I got the Falcons winning. And a big reason is because I feel like now the Falcons, they have some film on Tyler Show. And like I said, they're going to be desperate. It's a must-win game. 5 straight L's. All their L's have been really close against really good teams. I think this is a game you got to go get. So I'm going to take the Falcons. I think there is money to be made there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Falcons in this one. I do believe that the Falcons don't necessarily believe that their season is over yet. Like Russ said, they don't have their picks, so you have to every week you have to treat it almost like it's a playoff game because you want to get to the playoffs. And I think that they're just like it's a division game. It'll be a good game, but they are a more talented team. They are the better team, and I think that, like we said, they're on a losing streak. They're bound to get a win, and this is the perfect week for them to go out there and get a win. So I have the Falcons.
Yeah, I one thing that I will do for certain is I'm going to put the Browns and the Falcons on a slip together because I think there's money to be made when they're going against teams that are worse than them, right? And for some reason they're the underdogs. So I think I'm gonna pick the Falcons. I get it; it's a divisional game. Like Real always says, stay away from these games. But I'll take a risk. Every gamble is a risk, right? And I will take the risk when it comes to putting money on a team that's better than the opposing team. Mind you, it's in New Orleans, but I can argue that for one, Atlanta and New Orleans not that far away. So is there a legit home like field advantage for the Saints? I wouldn't think so. Like I haven't been to one of those games before, but I wouldn't think so. And on top of that, they're both in domes. So it's not like Atlanta's a dome team going outside to play against the. They're both in domes. They're both close to each other. Like, is it really home for the advantage for the? And Real, you a Saints fan? Do you know like is it really home for the advantage for the Saints against Atlanta?
Oh yeah, it's really home field
It
advantage.
is home.
Yeah, when you're in New Orleans, it's really it's who that for real. When you're
I
in
got you. I got
Atlanta,
you.
it's like fly. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got you. I got you.
It's rise up when you're in Atlanta, but it's in New Orleans. It's straight up like it's real home field advantage. Real.
I got you. So I'm going to Falcons though, and then last but not least on Sunday Night Football we have the Buccaneers and the Rams. Real, who you got?
I'm gonna go with the Buccaneers. I think the Rams have been really hot. I think the Buccaneers been on the slide. They should be getting healthy this week. A couple of their star players returned to practice, so I got the Buccaneers winning. I think it's a must-win game, especially on the slide they've been on.
Yep, Jerrick.
Yeah, I have the Rams winning. I just think that it just comes down to the Rams are a better team. They have the better quarterback. They have the better coach. And the Rams, they're still, even though they took care of the Seahawks last week, they're still trying to make sure they get that division. So even with the Seahawks losing that game, they're still right there in the division race. And the 49ers are still right there in the division race. They're only 2 games ahead of the 49ers, but 1 game against Seattle. So they need to win every week. And I think that they can't afford to have any slip-ups at this point. Matthew Stafford's playing great football. I think he'll continue to play great football. Obviously, Rams winning this one.
Real, you got me. You got me. I'm going with the Bucks. I love the Rams. I love the Rams so much, but I think that the Bucks need to get a win, man. The Bucks, like we talked about earlier, I said, are the Panthers going to the playoffs? And y'all said no, but the Panthers are right there. They're right there at 6-5, and the Bucks are 6-4. You know what I'm saying? So they're right there waiting on, or 6-4 to 6-5. Yeah, the Panthers 6-5, the Bucks 6-4. They're right there. So if the Bucks keep falling down, mind you, the Bucks have lost 3 of their last 4 games. They lost to the Lions, they beat the Saints, but they lost to the Patriots, they lost to the Bills. They got to win. They got to get a win here, and I think that they can get that upset in LA. Once again, I love LA. I think LA is the second best team in the NFC, but I can see the Bucks going on the road and getting the job done. Don't put no bread on it though. I wouldn't do that. I would not do that at all. All right, so Monday Night Football. Last but not least, we got the Panthers. Speaking of the Panthers and the 49ers, guys, who Brock Purdy came back last week and put that whole Mac Jones Brock Purdy debate to bed. He put that mess to bed. So, Real, who you got? 49ers and Panthers.
It's going to be a good game because we all know Panthers are upset central. But I'm going to go with Kyle Shanahan and the Panthers. I'm in the 49ers. I'm going to stick with what I know. I think, like you just said, Brock Purdy put the bait to rest, man. He's the QB in San Fran, and I think he could have a repeat game and get this team to the playoffs, even though they've been really, really hurt. So I'm taking the 49ers.
Jerrick.
I guarantee y'all. I don't think this will be a close game. I don't. Like it took Bryce Young having a great. Bryce Young hasn't played like that in his career
Ever.
ever. It took all of that for him to beat an Atlanta Falcons team that is not only in a slump right now, but Atlanta gave them that game. I'm picking the 49ers. I don't think this is going to be a close one. I think Brock Purdy's going to come out here. This week, last week, and this week are perfect games for Brock Purdy to come back, build up his confidence, get going, get back in rhythm, and get ready to go on this run to make it to the playoffs and then to win some games. I told y'all once before. I've been telling you this since week 4. The Panthers are not a good football team. I don't like them. I don't like their head coach. I just don't like anything about them. I don't. I'm picking the 49ers.
I'm picking the 49ers too. Okay, so the spread is -7. Would you go over that?
Yes. Yes. Take the spread. Yes.
All right, make the slip then.
I'll make it. I'm gonna make the slip. I'm gonna text you and you gonna put in the slip for me. And it's gonna cash. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. My slip last week hit. This one will too.
You're right. You're so right. But the 49ers, I got them winning. This is low key one of the this is a scary team. This 49ers team is very well coached. Like Robert Saleh lost his best 2 players on defense. And he has the defense still playing at least as good as they once were. Not better, but as good as they once were. And in Kyle Shanahan, you know what he brings to the table. This is a team I do not want to play in the first round. I don't care who I am. I don't care what team is in the NFC. Even the Eagles. You just don't want to play a team like this in the first round because they're really good. And Brock Purdy has that experience. Brock Purdy's taken his team to the Super Bowl before, right? So, I mean, as long as CMC stay healthy, as long as George Kittle stay healthy, they got Ricky Pearsall back, got Jawan Jennings back. As long as the O-line's still good, this offense is deadly and it's scary. I think they are going to beat the Panthers. And Brock Purdy, like you said, Jerry, getting ready for this playoff run, there's a reason why I picked this team to win the division this year because of how easy their schedule is. Took care of the Cardinals, take care of the Panthers, keep it rolling. So I got the 49ers winning. And by the way, can we all agree Kyle Shanahan should be coach of the year? I think that's a lot.
They're gonna give it to Vrabel.
Vrabel or Shane Steichen.
Yeah, most definitely. And especially if Vrabel, if they can win their division, they probably give. But also, yeah, either Vrabel or Shane Steichen. But I mean, Kyle should win it, but they're not going to give it to him. But he definitely should be in consideration.
I agree. I think y'all are right because first of all, Shane and Mike has over exceeded expectations like by a long shot, right? Mike might win the division, and then Shane. I mean, he's probably going to win the division, but nobody thought the Colts would win the division. Nobody thought the Patriots would win the division. But I think for Kyle Shanahan, man, he coached every single year the 49ers are hurts. We know this. The one year they was fully healthy, they went to the Super Bowl, right? They're hurt every single year, but he continues to put on these coaching clinics and he continues to stay above 500, continues to win football games no matter who the quarterback is. Hey, we lost Nick Bosa, no problem. We lost Fred Warner, no problem. We didn't have Ricky Pearsall for most of the season, no problem. Didn't have George Kittle, no problem. Didn't have Jawan Jennings, no problem. Like, that's way too many players that I'm saying, and they're still sitting at, 6-4, I believe. So, hey, the 49ers, I think Kyle Shanahan has an argument for the coach of the year for sure. But that's all for today, guys. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. Once again, if you want to join my Discord, I did not promote it earlier, but I'm promoting it right now. If you want to join the Discord, please let me know. It's only $5. Jerrick said for the holiday season, we're going down to $5. Y'all. $5.
Thanksgiving time, we're thankful for all of our supporters. So we'll go ahead and bump them down to
$5. Let me know in the comments below if you want to join. I'll be getting that information to you. Once again, check out my TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram if you want more content from the Straight to the Point podcast. And enjoy y'all week, man. Next week is Thanksgiving. Can y'all believe it? I can't believe it.
I can believe it. I can believe it. I'm ready for some food, man. Y'all just don't know. Y'all just don't know, boy. I'm finna put up numbers this Thanksgiving. Just wait. I'm finna put up some numbers, boy.
Real just saying how excited he is, huh, Real?
No cap. Man, no cap.
This being in college up here, boy. I'm finna play galore. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like my line for how many plates I should have should be about 5. I would take the over if I was y'all.
Under.
No.
Under 5 plates.
Take
I'm
the
gonna go
over.
under 2.
Under
Take
5,
the over.
bro. 5 plates, bro. Come on now.
Take the over.
5 plates.
Take the over. I'm trying to tell y'all. This y'all just don't know.
And I will let y'all
I've
know.
lost 15 pounds since being here. That's from the lack of eating because of what I have to eat up here. Okay? I've lost 15 pounds. I guarantee y'all, when it's time to come back up here, I might gain 10 of those back. I'm going to be eating.
Once again, I will let y'all know if we hit the over under. Me and Real got under 5.
Well, we're gonna do a straight to the point podcast parlay on Jerrick Thanksgiving Day.
Facts. Next week for our episode, we're gonna do a parlay for Jerrick over under plates eating on Thanksgiving. All right. But that's it from your boy J Bess, your boy Real, your boy Jerrick. Y'all stay blessed. Have a great weekend. We will see y'all next week. We out.
Yo, they finna like and sub and leave a comment down below. Yo.